pretty much every creator out there talks about, you know, how great traveling is, or, you know, they show you the luxe life and they glamorize making money. So I wanted to do something completely different today. I wanted to talk to you about the downsides of making money. Now, by no means do I think I'm disadvantaged for being able to live this life. In fact, I'm extremely grateful for the opportunities I have, and I wouldn't trade my path for anything. But that doesn't mean it hasn't been difficult at times. That doesn't mean it doesn't continue to be difficult. While I walk around the gardens here, I actually want to speak about the downsides of getting rich, particularly the downsides of getting rich at a young age, because I think it's very different, you know, achieving success, and obviously, you know, how you define success is up to you, but achieving what people consider material success at a young age versus when you're older. And it changes a lot. It's changed so much in my life, for good and for bad. So let's touch on some of the stuff that you don't see on the Instagram reel and the anxiety of it all. I mean, the reality is, as I mentioned before, I don't put all the, you know, good moments on camera. There are times where I'm very stressed. Even a few days ago, like in the shower, borderline having a panic attack. Like, no matter how high your stress tolerance gets, things still get to you. And, you know, I think people treat these celebrities or people on social media as these like aliens, but they still have real feelings. They still get depressed. They still feel like they're not good enough. They still struggle with anxiety. I had anxiety like as a teenager, and I've gotten better at some elements, but some elements still affect me, and that's okay. And yeah, I think people just need to have a whole lot more empathy overall. I'm not just talking about towards, you know, people like me or whatever. I'm just saying in general for others, you know, because we're all in this. We all struggle with the same shit. Doesn't matter how much money you have. Everyone's struggling with these thoughts. Everyone's struggling with not feeling good enough. Not everyone, but a lot of people. Oh, I'm walking in the mud in suede shoes whilst, I don't want to get them dirty, whilst I'm talking about relatability, which is like not that relatable, but you kind of see what I mean? Like, that's kind of an example. It's like, oh, you know, you can't talk because you're this, because you're that. Well, everyone's fucking struggling with this shit. So, you know, yeah, I can be fucking stressed or depressed or not want to leave the house or not want to get out of bed some mornings. Some mornings I get out of bed and I just feel the cortisol pounding. Like, fuck, I've got a massive day. This is just fucked. And, you know, I get up and I do it, but it doesn't mean it's not hard. Sometimes it's extremely challenging. I guess financial success or money, like this stuff doesn't fix the holes in your life or the things you think that it'll fix, you know? Look, this is an ongoing process for me, to be honest. I haven't figured it out, but there's this feeling that, you know, getting to this goal or that goal, it'll fix something. Like, you know, I'll only start dating when I achieve this in business, or I'll only start being happy, or I'll only be proud of myself when I hit this level. I think there is like a lot of work that needs to be done that I'm still struggling with, and I still have to work on this as well. Of like being present in the moment and being like, you know what? I can be fucking grateful that I'm in this moment right now, and I get this experience right now in this amazing place, and I get an audience like you guys that I get to connect with or share value with. Like, that's a fucking privileged thing. And I can forget that sometimes. And I can let these goals and ambitions and shit like cover up how fortunate I really am. And I just think it's so important, no matter what situation you're in, whether you have money, whether you don't, whether, you know, you are truly happy or whether you're not, to just be grateful and practice being mindful and being present. And I think self-development is an ongoing process. And, you know, I might look back on this version of myself in 5 years and be like, fuck, he was a wreck. Who knows? But I'm just working on getting better every day. I'm working on learning every day. I think sometimes you got to really drop your ego. I think a lot of people, and myself, I mean, I definitely have ego sometimes, and we all have an ego, of course, but I need to sometimes just drop it and accept, you know, I can learn from others. There are people that frankly are better at social media than me. There are people that are better at trading than me. There are people that are better people than me. They're nicer, they're more empathetic, they're more intelligent, and you can learn off them. You can learn off other people, even people that you don't deeply respect or you don't think you get along with, you can learn off them. And I think that's one of the reasons I want to make content like this. Maybe I can change your perspective on something that can help you. And maybe through a comment that you leave, you can help me. And I think that's what everything's about, just helping each other. So that's why I wanted to make this video and just talk candidly with you guys. And yeah, just share some stuff that I think a lot of other people don't talk about. I want you all to succeed, and hopefully through my content, I'm able to help you do that. And I'll see you in the next one. See you later. Peace.